I am a legit African-American lawyer representing Gillette.
Wait, you're what? What are you doing here? And what does being black have to do with anything?
Shut the hell up. Is this you in this video?
Yeah, dude, it's a song from Mulan. I just really like it. I'm trying to cover it. I don't even like, dude, how'd you even get here? Who let you in?
Those lyrics are clearly damaging, promoting sexism towards women and toxic masculinity. I hereby revoke your right to Gillette products. Hand them over.
Whoa, dude, take it easy. It's not that serious, man. Jesus Christ, here. Just take it and please leave my house.
You have made a wise decision. Don't ever do this again.
Supreme victory!
So apparently Gillette, the shaving company, missed the memo that it's not a good idea to insert politically charged rhetoric into your apolitical products. You know, it's a shaving company and people just want to use the products and not have to worry about anything. But they thought it was a good idea to, you know, go after men and toxic masculinity and praise the Me Too movement, which has been shrouded in controversy. Pepsi and Kendall Jenner tried to end racism and police brutality. That's it. Pepsi has fixed everything. Burger King tried to tackle the pink tax because there's that narrative going on that women just don't make as much as men for doing the same exact job, even though we know that's false, because when you break down the numbers, you just break them down and you see how much nuance is left out of all that bullshit.
We need to be able to tell people that I'm paying more, that we're paying more for the same product.
And men and women should be paying the same price.
It's stupid.
I understand that if any more words come pouring out your cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to eat every fucking chicken in this room.
So Gillette released a video yesterday called "We Believe the Best Men Can Be." So without further ado, let's dive into this, because you know it's gonna be full of gems.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
So the first little taste we get is bullying via text messages. You know, it says freak, and I don't know, I think that's kind of a universal thing. Bullying, I think everyone gets bullied, everyone does bullying, like men and women. Especially women can be extremely vicious in the form of cyberbullying, as they call it. You know, you're talking a lot of shit online or whatever, because anyone can do it, right? And so I don't think it's really smart to put that in a video about talking about men, but this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy? What I actually think she's trying to say.
So you have a lot of the same stuff, you know, in-work harassment, job stuff, like board meetings and everything. And I'm pretty sure for the most part, the vast majority of people know that that's wrong. You know, it's not really a thing that just men just don't get it. I'm like, I don't know, I thought I can do this. No, there's some scumbags out there. When you have a world of millions of people in concentrated areas, you're gonna see a lot of concentrated bullshit, because there's a lot of people that are shitty. And so I think we've come a long ways as a society. I really do. I think things are getting a lot better. And I think it's kind of stupid to just put out videos like this, kind of assuming that things aren't getting better. It makes it look like, oh, what the hell? Like, but no, finally, because Gillette and Me Too is solving all the fucking problems.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
That annoys me so much, that entire imagery, everything about this. So you show the boys playing the roughhousing and it's like, oh, like it's a bad thing, stop doing it. Boys will be boys, right? And I'm like, no, dude, like, there are some things that you can just get done with a little bit of roughhousing. Sometimes, like when I was a kid back in the day, I remember a long time ago in elementary school, me and one of my friends had a little bit of a problem. We got mad at each other, and we're all into martial arts. Mortal Kombat came out and stuff like that, so we started kicking the shit out of each other, and I mean literal kicks. And it got to the point where we just like laughed it off because it was kind of silly. And realizing that, oh yeah, well, what, it doesn't even matter, man. It was almost like how two people will sometimes just duke it out and they're friends afterwards and they'll buy each other a drink. Kind of like that. Sometimes there is something to it. There's that simple art. There's this like something that a lot of people don't understand. People that aren't very masculine, they don't understand that at all. And I think that's okay. Like, you don't have to understand everything, but we don't have to get rid of it. We don't have to try to make boys behave like girls, because, you know, girls usually don't do crazy shit like that. I think that there is space for everyone. And you have that little imagery of all the dudes grilling, and it's like, come on, like, this is so stupid. This is so silly.
But something finally changed.
Allegations regarding sexual assault and sexual harassment.
Oh yeah, let's shine a little beacon on Anna
I'm fucking better than you.
Kasparian, because she is just the arbiter of how a person should behave well. You know, she represents women really well. That's a nice choice.
And there will be no going back. Because we believe in the best in men.
Men need to hold other men accountable.
One thing I do want to say, that testimony of Terry Crews, I do applaud that, because him being this insanely huge guy, right, that was sexually harassed at a party or whatever he was at by another old dude that he worked with that was like a higher up. Takes a lot of guts to actually come out and say something like that, because there is a stigma when it comes to men getting sexually assaulted. 100%. That shit does get laughed off quite a bit. You know, it's something that, like, I don't even talk about. Like, say, you know, women will talk all day about, oh, this, that, sexual harassment, this and that, of course. But men, like, I have a lot of examples. You know, I used to go out a lot when I was younger. You know, and women would say some really interesting shit to me. Sometimes I would get my ass grabbed because I was blessed or maybe even cursed with a big ass, and then so people want to fucking grab it. Never had a guy grab my ass, but I've had women grab my ass multiple times. One time, and I was fucking 14 years old, going to the mall really quick, just so I can grab something and get out. There's a group of women that are clearly older than me, and one of them pinched my ass and they were giggling and shit. And what do you do in that situation? You can't do anything. You're not a fucking pimp when you're 14. You're not gonna go up to the women and be like, what's up, and like just motorboat all of them and shit. No, you're very vulnerable. And it's just like, that's a lot of stuff, and I imagine there's a lot of guys that can say the same things, but you know, we just deal with it in our own way because we also know that people don't really care about it that much. Now that's something that I would be interesting in talking about, instead of shitting on men and saying, you toxic masculinity. No, I'd be like, hey dudes, we get you guys have some problems too. Let's join the fucking conversation. Like, join the conversation and let's talk about stuff, and maybe we can be cool, you know? Maybe we can actually act like we're equal and shit, but no, this acts like we're fucking dogs and we need to be taught. That's trash.
Smile, sweetie. Come on.
To say the right thing. To act the right way.
Bro, not cool, not cool.
What are you, gay?
Yeah.
Some already are. In ways big
Yo, men,
and small.
I am strong.
I know I already touched on the boys' roughhousing, but I just kind of had to like just touch on it again, man. That I don't see. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see anything wrong with that whatsoever. The kids, like, one of them wasn't getting his ass pounded into the ground. Like, when you see stuff like that, obviously you're gonna break it up. Unfair fights, hell, I once got jumped by 3 dudes for breaking up an unfair fight. You know, 3 girls were beating up 1 girl, and I'm like, okay, come on, like, that's not even like remotely fair. You know, I don't see anything wrong with fisticuffs, people squaring up, and then just getting out their anger and frustration. Usually it's over after that. And little kids, they don't usually get to that point, right? It's usually just roughhousing, like those kids in that depiction were clearly doing. Like, and they're trying to just say like that's wrong, you know, and that's how we get a generation of pussies. And I mean this. It's concerning. It really is.
But some is not enough.
It's not how we treat each other, okay? Okay.
Because the boys watching today will be the men of tomorrow. Because the boys watching today will be the
pussies of tomorrow.
Because the boys watching today will be the
soy boys of tomorrow.
Because the boys watching today will be the
soft ass bitches of tomorrow.
Are you crazy?
There's actually quite a bit of people that are saying they're not going to buy the products anymore. And I mean, to me, this is actually kind of understandable because it's annoying and there are countless amount of razor products out there that compete with Gillette. So it's not like they have a stranglehold on razors. So it's actually fairly easy to just next time you go to the store buy a different set of razors because they all have infinity billion blades and they're all pretty good. Look, even me, I have a Gillette razor. But to be honest, I just use this razor now called the Plow. I actually got it from Manscaped. They sponsored one of my older videos last year and it's legit. So I really don't need that. So, you know, I think Gillette pretty much shot themselves in the foot, and there's a lot of dudes here that are mad at all this stuff. They're mad at these ideals being shoved into their mouths, and they're being told that they're pieces of shit. And so they probably will lose a lot of money from this, which I just don't understand. Like saying in the beginning, it's like they didn't get the memo. Like, what's going on? Like, maybe they're gonna get such a large payout. Maybe there's donors that are like, oh, put this SJW talking points in your razor products and we'll give you X amount of money. So maybe they will be up and they anticipated that they're gonna lose some money. I don't know, doesn't make sense to me. Now the last thing I wanna say is direct this to the Gillette marketing team. I want you guys now to make a video that addresses things wrong with women, you know, like the stereotypes that are surrounding women, and say that they can do better if they work together and never again and all that stuff. Whatever it is, just come up with any type of stereotype, doesn't matter. Put it out there and see what happens. You know, your company would be destroyed. And what I'm trying to say is that if you think it's wrong and you would never do that to women, why the fuck do you think it's a good idea to do it to men? You know, the idea is supposed to be that we're equal, right? There's supposed to be equality. That's what feminism's supposed to be about, right? And if that's the case, then if you wouldn't do that to women, why would you do that to men? Which shows you that we're on a different playing field and we're not equal. And it's not me that's saying it, it's your actions that's saying it. It's fucking ridiculous. It's silly. Keep your shit apolitical and let people enjoy their products. It's very easy. There's a bunch of people that have good intentions. You know, a lot of times things like the Me Too movement sound good on the surface, but then you have a bunch of shitty people that get involved and ruin it. You have things like the Women's March that on the surface sounds like a good idea to the normie, but you have people like Linda Sarsour, who is a champion of Sharia law and who is an anti-Semite and pals around with people like Louis Farrakhan, and then all of a sudden, ooh, this is problematic. We need to get rid of this. It's as simple as that. Whoever's doing this and whoever backing your stuff and put out this fucking product and it's like, here we go, we're gonna end toxic masculinity. They're no good. Get rid of them. I hope you fire them and then just keep selling your products and then you guys can just keep afloat, because if you keep putting shit out like this, it's not gonna go well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe it. Want to give a big shout out to my mega sexy patrons. You guys are the best. The ones that are still here, you guys can hit up my Patreon if you want. I'd appreciate it. If not, just keep watching. And to all you men out there, keep continuing to be a man.